abuse it. You push your advantage in that first 2-minute mark, and then from there, you gotta then shut down Allegiance, starve them. They have to pick an early game composition to be able to beat a team as good as Allegiance here. And then in their late game, they can't make any mistakes. Allegiance is just so good at capitalizing on their opponent's over-aggression or mistakes that one mistake can really cause the fight for Allegiance to win the game or come back if they're ahead.
Now, we must note that while ZERO9 has a very minuscule percentage to make it into the top 4, it is very interesting to note that just because you don't make it into top 4 doesn't mean that you don't have something on the line. It's $1,000 for 8th place, bumps that up to $1,500 for 7th, and so getting themselves a victory could even by in and of itself create opportunities for them in that top 8.
Yeah, definitely. And I think here, Liliana needs to be banned here. Wow, look at all the mages being banned. They have to ban Liliana here. Allegiance with this interesting strategy here. There's 4 mages banned. Wonder Woman, Ryoma open, Malik, Zenio, Omen, Max. All of the most powerful side laners are open. This is a draft I haven't seen before. So this is very exciting. Are they going to secure a key mage? Because right now, the other mages, Raz, Jinnar, right, are really good picks. And it's just so interesting that the top 4 mages are their priority bans here coming out, and Thane comes out.
There you go. You
and
got
that's
your
what
wish,
I call it,
my
and that's
friend.
super exciting to see that Wonder Woman and Thane have such great synergy together.
Not only that, but you're going to, as a result, see the rebuttal come for the side of Allegiance. They've got Zenial available, they have Malik available, and both of those are going to get locked out immediately. So taking a look already, the front line of Allegiance is monstrous.
Yeah, one thing though, Thane is actually a super hard counter into Malik, because when Malik channels and tries to use his shock ultimate, he tries to take a flight, Thane can actually charge him and cancel that ultimate. So if Thane can do that in this matchup and make sure Malik doesn't get his ultimate off, that's going to look really good for the side of ZERO9. And they're picking some really strong Crush side lane. They're going to go with Crush side lane instead of Ryoma. And Jinnar, it looks like it's going to be picked up by the side of Allegiance, along with a Joker jungle, it looks like, because, you know, who is jungling here? You know, they have to pick a jungler, and it looks like it might be Yorn.
My
and Valheim
goodness.
is picked.
All right, raise your hats, tip them. I'm not even going to try to meme on this. We have a Valheim coming into play now that looks like it's going to be a Valheim coming into... Would it? I'm assuming this would be coming into the mid lane.
Ooh, Wukong. Look at Wukong come out here. That's super, super exciting.
So Wukong being picked up. So the members of ZERO9 committing to the dive. Meanwhile, Sleepy locks in the Valheim for Allegiance. Now, Rocker hasn't switched off of that just yet. I don't know, if you want to meme, I guess you could potentially do something like a Valheim jungle. But as we get closer into this, it probably looks like it's going to be the Yorn. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Valheim in the mid. Talk to me about this.
Yeah, Valheim, they're doing a ability Valheim or Mage Valheim. He's really weak early, but late game, he is a pain to deal with. Just intense and tons of poke coming out from him. But Wukong, I definitely want to talk about. Wukong is, his passive is God of War. He actually does a lot of crit. So you let this guy get to late game, he can literally two-shot your ADCs because they have no armor, usually. And he does so much crit in his kit that he can literally do 3,000 damage per hit, and that's what makes Wukong so awesome.
Something to consider, however, though, is the tanky front line that Allegiance provided. So Wukong's going to have to find ways to be that deceptive Monkey King that he is to get himself to the back line. You can see the picks below. Game 1 is getting loaded onto the battlefield quite quickly, but we want to make sure that we can check in with Twitch chat. What does Twitch chat have to say? Who are they feeling is going to be on top? 75% to Allegiance, 25 to ZERO9. But, ladies and gentlemen, North America has started. The Valor Series week number 5 has started now. Team Allegiance taking on ZERO9 in our first matchup of the day.
Yeah, this is so exciting. I can't wait to see how Sleepy's going to play this Valheim. That's why they banned all these mages. All 3 mages was banned by the side of Allegiance here. And then they're going to play this AP Valheim. And I can't wait to see the plays. And they have a mid-Zill, actually. A mid-Zill because of all the mages being taken. And Zill is a magic damage hero. That also could work as well. So right now, both teams are playing really passive, just farming their own jungle. However, Zenio does get the Seagull Vision Bird there on top lane, which allows him to get level 2 before Wonder Woman does.
And so now we're going to see one of the more interesting matches here in the Valor Series, but Rest doing what Rest does best. and that's making sure that he is all up inside the enemy jungle. Nice little rotation there by KO, as well as Sleepy, trying to get themselves off a little bit, you know, making sure that their presence is known. Allegiance, remember, if they clinch the finals this week, they clinch the #1 seed in the Valor Series for North America, securing themselves a very comfortable spot in the regional finals.
Yeah, look at Sleepy and Rest. They always do this. They always do some really nice rotations, duel through the river, and putting a lot of pressure to the side laner, and that's what they do almost every game. It's really, really good, the timing and the synergy that they have together, which puts pressure onto the side lane. However, they weren't able to get a gank because ZERO9 is actually playing pretty conservative and pretty safe right now. And you can see Wukong there. You know, he's got to farm up. He's got to get to level 4. He's got to get his damage items. And once he starts building crit over time, he's going to be so much work to deal with in the late game.
So now 2 minutes is up, which means Abyssal Dragon is ALGs for the taking. There is no rebuttal coming out of ZERO9. They're just simply letting this happen. Now, despite the question marks that Sleepy's Valheim raised to us in the pick ban phase, we have seen no difference, no changes from the strategy of Allegiance immediately securing themselves an early Abyssal Dragon and roaming towards the top side of the map towards the Sentinel to potentially catch off Zika and this Wukong.
Yeah, look at this again, Rest and Sleepy. Look at his rotation. Beautiful Pooty stun onto Zika, and look at that flicker right in there. Valheim Sleepy goes in there and deletes him, and then they have a counter initiate. Thane misses his ability, doesn't slow MTS, and they need to secure this kill to trade evenly here.
MTS is going to do everything he can. You're going to see the ultimate getting popped by Palm. Try to see if they can pick up that kill onto the Malik. He's so tanky at this point in time, but Eltran will still end up picking him up. You've got the cross-map snipe coming out of Rocker, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough. So, kill goes down in favor of Allegiance. However, ZERO9 is able to recover.
Yeah, look at Sleepy there. The stuns. You guys know Valheim is a very popular gamer. Every third no more attack actually stuns the opponent. So when he gets to late game, he's going to be a pain to deal with the amount of poke and stun he's going to put off. Look at the Valheim go there. This is going to be such a fun game to watch how Sleepy plays with Valheim.
Sage Golem already being contested. He's going to get stolen away by the Thane, and now it's going to be a little bit of a fight. Rest is going to have to end up using the Pooty Poot to make himself survive. Rest will end up taking Nguyen, which will allow them to back off safely. Sleepy in the meanwhile. Double kill actually coming in for Rest, as KO is going to join the fight. That ultimate from the Zenio providing all the extra MTS being able to pick himself up a kill, and so Sage Golem gets stolen away, but more importantly, 3 kills go into the pocket of Allegiance.
Yeah, what a bait there. Teamy activating his ultimate, being a bro. It revives both Sleepy and himself, and as a result, Zenio then is able to come, and KO is able to then cast Angelic Splendor, come from across the map with that global ultimate, and then secure the fight and win it in their advantage. And as a result, they get a tower. Rocker gets a free tower in bot lane, and now they're at a comfortable almost 4K gold lead against ZERO9.
And it's just only 4 minutes into the game as well. MTS is going in the 2v1 on the bottom side of the map, not caring at all. Nah tries to get himself a little whip, but instead he's going to have to walk away empty-handed as Rocker's able to steal that away. And now you see a 3-man roam on the top side of the map. Zika does have a little deceptive maneuvering, but I don't know if it's going to be enough against this Allegiance squad.
Yeah, look at their level. They're so below level. They have to be. Look at this collapse here. That's so dangerous. 4-man onto 2.
You can see,
and they're going to be able to kill, get a secure kill, but the Wonder Woman then ultimates, and she is safe and protected under the tower here.
Oh, but Rest is going to come in as well as MTS to kind of join the fray. Nguyen's going to try to do everything he can with that ultimate. Not going to be enough. They're going to balance the aggro. Eltran, however, is actually able to pick the kill up onto Sleepy, but meanwhile, MTS secures it onto Eltran. You can see Palm in the mid lane trying to push and help out with that crash, but it's not going to be enough as multiple members of Allegiance are on the top side of the map. Top lane, tier 1 is going to fall.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Beautiful Pooty Poots up. Again, Rest playing so aggressive. When he activates Pooty Poots, you see Teamy get that speed buff. He can use a chain lance to close the distance, land the stun, and then Malik was able, MTS was able to secure and get that kill.
Oh, Rest is going to be alive somehow. KO's going to be able to do a good job to get just enough of a knockout to allow the Teamy to get away. Meanwhile, MTS is going to join the fight. Palm's going to pop his ultimate, but how much does it actually matter as Nguyen falls to the hands of Allegiance? And so just like that, we're almost at the 6-minute mark, and 5,500 gold are already well in favor of Allegiance.
Yeah, this is just such a big snowball happening here. It's already 5 minutes and 50 seconds, and there's 8 kills on the side of Allegiance. And right now, what ZERO9 needs to do is to slow this bleeding down, to take their jungle, farm up, get Wukong to the late game, because as I said, his passive is God of War. It basically allows him to do immense amounts of physical damage with a 10% critical chance, a permanent 10% critical chance. So if you build crit on this Monkey King, he can basically crit for days with his attack speed. So that's what they need to do. Get him to late game and try to get him Blackline and delete Sleepy or Rocker in these fights.
And this is where we start to see the members of Allegiance kick on the button to overdrive, as they've got themselves over a 7,000 gold lead. They took tier 2 in the mid lane. Now you're going to have a very simple take on the bot lane. 2 tier 2s already taken at the 6-minute 45-second mark. You've got minions on the bottom side of the map. You're going to have a little bit of opportunity. But look at the poke coming out of Rocker. Not even the tank of Nguyen can do anything. MTS is going to use that ultimate to come into the fight. They're going to take down Palm immediately. High ground turret is going to fall. You got 2 siege minions available. I'm not sure if there's anything that ZERO9 can do. Allegiance have rocked. Allegiance have rolled. And they have proven already in game number 1, while they are number 1 in North America, the Valheim works out. Victory for Allegiance.